Nicole Swinford.
And I'm still Tom Jackson. Well, but joining us now, we have the one and only sports producer, Wes Rapaport, bringing us the latest in local and Chapman Sports. What's going on with this new fall season, Wes?
Well, it's off to a great start. Welcome to our weekly sports segment of our newscast. We call it the Best Campus Sports Show. We're going to begin with women's soccer. Their season started this past week with a win over Whitworth College in a 3-0 shutout. The Panthers look to improve off a 7-8-3 season plagued with injuries. This year's squad returns 8 players who started 8 or more games last year and bring back a talented and experienced offense led by senior forward Amy Evans and junior forward Val Sobel. But don't look past the defense, as the 4th-ranked backfield in SCIAC boasts a pair of starters in junior Mandy Williams and senior Carly Sanchez. Last night, Chapman continued its winning ways, topping Lewis and Clark University 2-1 in a closely fought game. The Panthers have 2 more out-of-conference games before starting up their first official season in the SCIAC against Whittier on September 12th. Chapman football gets underway tomorrow night. This offseason, it was a busy one for the Panthers. First, they changed from a pro-style offense to the spread. Then they lost their starting quarterback to a season-ending ACL tear. We're going to send it now over to Julian Solomita, who is standing by with football coach Bob Owens and some members of the Panther football team. Julian?
Thanks, Wes. Right now I'm here with head coach Bob Owens and a couple of his players. Bob, obviously it was a tough blow to lose your quarterback, but lately the other 2 quarterbacks have been pretty tight, competitive in the preseason. Do you have a plan for who's going to start behind center, and will you rotate them come tomorrow?
We'll probably do a little bit of rotating just to find out which guy's hot. But the guys have done a great job. They've stepped in. We haven't lost a beat. As a football team, the guys have just picked up the slack.
Absolutely, and taking on Puget Sound, a team that you guys haven't played before, how difficult was that preparation?
It was, because there's a lot of changes we had to go through, a different team, a defense we really haven't seen before. But Coach has done a great job making a good game plan, helping us out, and we are always welcome to come in here and watch film. They're always here pretty much 24/7 to come help us with everything, so we're really not too worried about it. Just ready to get out there tomorrow night.
Absolutely, and the scrimmage last week at Claremont, you guys did pretty well. There was no score kept, just to get the feel of things. How did you guys feel you did, and what are you going to do to replicate that tomorrow?
Oh, you know, it was nice to hit somebody else finally after going through camp, and I thought we played really well. Everybody performed really well.
All right, well, 7 p.m. tomorrow night at Wilson Field, the Panthers open up their season. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Julian. Angels baseball hosts the Detroit Tigers this weekend, but the Halos ace Jared Weaver will not be meeting them from the mound. The Cy Young winner took a shot to the shoulder last Sunday, courtesy of Dustin Ackley. And you'll see it right here. That cannot feel good. Anyone else in the AL wildcard race? Send the man a fruit basket. The Angels are 3 games back, and Irvin Santana is expected to get the nod tonight. Weaver will be likely back sometime next week. And here's a look at the week ahead for Chapman Athletics. Women's volleyball plays George Fox in the Cal Lutheran tournament today at 3 p.m., and they'll take on the Banana Slugs of UC Santa Cruz Saturday at 11:30. The Panther football team starts their season off at home tomorrow night. They host the University of Puget Sound under the lights of Wilson Field at 7 p.m. And cross country will compete in the UC Irvine Invitational tomorrow, bright and early, 7:30 in the morning. Visit chapmanathletics.com for a complete schedule of Chapman Sports. And lastly, it's a feel-good story out of Costa Mesa. Many fathers dream of their kids playing baseball. This local dad's dream becomes a reality in the form of his very own baseball field.
We welcome everyone to the grand opening of Sun Devil Field here in Costa Mesa.
A father's aspiration to find a field for his son's baseball team was fulfilled on Saturday as Sun Devil Field, the new home of the Orange County Sun Devils, opened for its first weekend of games. Bob Klein and his wife Beta founded the OC Sun Devils in 2008.
We couldn't find a place to practice and to play games that was kind of state-of-the-art like we wanted.
So the Kleins, whose son Trevor plays for the Sun Devils, decided that the best way to guarantee a field to play on was to build one. Those connected with the project liken it to the 1989 film Field of Dreams.
Kevin Costner thought he had it hard, turning a field of corn into a baseball field in the middle of nowhere. But he had nowhere near the courage that Bob had in attempting to entitle property in California.
They enlisted the help of other parents, recruited former Los Angeles Dodgers coach Mark Cressy, and together they created a 4-acre sports complex, a project that would take 2 years from start to finish.
This represents something done not by the government, but by an individual who has a dream and wants to make something happen.
It's a time for our family to spend more time with our son doing something that he really loves. I can't describe how important that is.
Through his ambitions, Bob Klein has proven that this field is truly a labor of love, and everyone involved is looking forward to being a part of this unique field of dreams.
Play ball! Yeah!
And Coach Klein told me that the field can be modified, so as the kids get older, they can scale up the field to fit their growth. And just before we go, we've got an exciting update for you. The Best Campus Sports Show is now live on various social media sites. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/bestcampussportsshow, and you can follow us on Twitter at BC Sports Show. And Tom, Nicole, everyone I talked to at the grand opening was so excited to see this happen. Parents, players, coaches, city officials, all of them, they're looking forward to spending a lot more time at the new sports complex. That's it for sports. Back to you.
Thank you, Wes. I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one excited about the fall sports.
Absolutely.